All right. Hey guys, welcome back. Actually, you know what? I think I want to use a different deck. I don't know why, but here we go. So this is going to be a today's topic reading for March the 18th. Should be happy full moon in Virgo also, you guys, on the 18th. So let's see what we get here. As always, you guys can enter to win a free read with me by writing the word compassion in the comment section. Also, just FYI, I will probably be turning on my Etsy store next week. I'll make a formal announcement on how I'll do that. For those of you who don't know this, I don't sell readings. I never have. My whole channel is free. Okay. So what I do on my Etsy store though, is I do create my own decks and I sell my decks there, and all of my decks come with a free personalized read. So, anyway, I haven't had my Etsy store open in a while just because I didn't have time to do that. And so I'm finally like, I'm ready. And there were a bunch of other things that were in the way also, between my asthma and some new things that were going on like globally that had to be, impacting mail and all kinds of other things like that. So anyway, I hadn't been having my store open in a long time, but yeah. So spoiler alert, next week I will make the announcement, and I'll do things a little differently. And anyway, so I'll see you guys next week in my Etsy store. So here we go. We are starting this storyline out with a Justice card in the reverse with an Ace of Swords next to it. We either have a Libra who wants to come in and speak some truth after having perhaps been unfair by withholding the truth. And I'm only going to interpret it that way because that's what I see. I see something was unfair that's about to be made right, and it has to do with somebody now speaking their truth. It doesn't have to be a Libra, but the Justice is a Libra card. It's interesting, though, because the truth apparently has something to do with why someone could not move forward at all with the Three of Wands in the reverse. Also, though, it's about the Magician, which is about being shady. It's about, I don't know. I almost feel like somebody, I'm a little, I'm not sure how to look at this. Somebody wants to set things right that have been unfair by telling the truth. They are either saying, I didn't promise the future. I wasn't being shady. I didn't leave you out in the cold. Or this is somebody saying, what I want to be honest about is that I couldn't look into the future. And that was the part that I lied about. And I didn't want to be left out in the cold if I already knew that I couldn't join you in the future. And I didn't want to be left out in the cold. So we either have that in one of two ways. Let's see if some further cards will explain that. Tell me about the Three of Wands in the reverse. We have the King of Swords in the reverse. So we keep getting some pretty heavy air energy for whomever wants to make some kind of explanation. They didn't talk about, they withheld information about what the future might look like. This person, they didn't explain that they couldn't move toward the future. So right now we have, by the way, we also have Gemini Virgo energy for that Magician card. We have an overwhelming amount of swords in this reading. So to me, an air energy in general. So to me, it's all about thoughts and communication. That's what the primary target is of this storyline. And then we have a Queen of Cups in the reverse. Wow. This person, I'm still not getting clear because this could still go either direction. Either this person is coming in to say the truth is I didn't see us being able to move forward, or this person is saying I couldn't have moved forward with you. Or this person is saying, I didn't believe you really loved me. Let me see about that Magician, because there's our stickiest card, right? There's our messiest one. We have a Queen of Wands in the upright. Somebody was withholding information about someone else they were with. We have a Five of Swords in the reverse because they didn't want to have conflict about it. So someone couldn't go into the future with somebody else. Why? Because they had a Queen of Wands and they didn't want to upset the Queen of Wands. So they lied about it. They didn't want to upset the individual about the fact that there was a Queen of Wands. So they were not honest about that. I'm so sorry. I hate stories like this so much. I just feel like they're so hard to read. We have a strength card that's sideways. This person was mostly scared, and that's really, they were scared to face the issues here. Who was the Queen of Wands? Queen of Wands was Six of Cups in the reverse. The Queen of Wands was someone, although they were in the upright, they're showing up as not being a soulmate to this person. It's almost like it was a situation where someone was hold on, let me look at this one more time. Either we're talking about the Queen of Wands as if it was a person, and it was a person that they lied about being interwoven to because they didn't want to have conflict between themselves and that queen, or they didn't want to have conflict regarding that queen. They were afraid to face the situation, even though it was someone that they didn't actually want to be with, but maybe that person wanted to be with them, and they just didn't know how to break it off with that person. Or if the Queen of Wands is not talking about a person, this individual who did wrong, who's just now going to come clean, they are saying, I was being shady. I was lying about the fact that I wanted to be kind of independent and single. I didn't want to talk about a future because that would have been, and I didn't want to tell you that I just want to be single. I want to do my own thing. I didn't want conflict. I was afraid to tell you that I'm really not interested in being in a partnership, and that I didn't see us as soulmates. Let me see. And I'm so sorry because this is such a hard reading. We have the Four of Cups that's actually in the reverse. I mean, this could be somebody who is saying, I don't know why they're coming back in to say something that is just flat out rude, though. Like, hey, sorry, I didn't bother to tell you that I didn't see a future together, and I wasn't really disappointed about not connecting at a deeper level because I didn't think I would, like really want this connection. I don't understand why somebody would come in to say that truth like that's going to fit everything and make it all right. Let me see about that five in the reverse, right? Because we have that Five of Pentacles in the reverse. So I'm still, we're not to the meat of the story yet. We're getting a kind of a mixed message. We have a Two of Cups in the reverse. This is looking like, I don't know if somebody wants to come in to just say, listen, I didn't do you, I did do you wrong in not telling you that I didn't see long term because I didn't see us in that kind of a connection. We have a Two of Wands. We have a Fool in the reverse. If that's what all of this was, then, okay, why was the other person, if somebody's coming in to say all of this, why are they coming in now to say all of that? I'm trying to get to the understanding what the situation is all about. Why is somebody coming in to say all of this? Because it just seems rude, honestly. Three of Swords in the reverse. They're coming in to say all of this they think that's going to alleviate a heartbreak for someone if they just say, listen, I'm sorry, I might have led you on. Ten of Swords in the reverse. Ten of Swords in the reverse is where they're still hurt. But this person is coming in to alleviate heartbreak and prolonged wounded energy. I don't know. This person feels like a jerk to me, but that's, if they are thinking that I know somebody's crying over me and I really should tell them that I just didn't really see you as the person that I wanted to be with. 10 of Coins in the reverse, 7 of Cups in the reverse. I feel like normally a Justice in the reverse in my storylines is where somebody is actually going to do the right thing. They're going to make something right. But everything about their attitude in this seems totally wrong to me. Coming in to say, no, I realize now that the reason I didn't move things forward with you was because I couldn't see us together. And I know I lied to you about that. I led you on, and I know that I probably left you wondering and left you in hurt. But I didn't see us being successful. And I know that now. Maybe in the past, I didn't know why I treated you that way, but now I know. And it's like, ooh, thank you. No, I don't know. This just looks like somebody who's very, I'm not sure why are they coming in to do this at this point in time? Why are they doing this at this point in time? Ooh, okay. At this point in time. This point in time, it's they're okay. This is going to sound really, really harsh. This person is coming in to say this at this point in time because they see that you're really happy now. They see that you're not stressed about them. They see that you're not pining over them. They see that you don't want to connect with them. And they see that there's no more passion left and that you're doing great. And that's why they're coming in to say this. What? Okay. Let's ask, where is the other person at? Where? Ooh, I just knocked some cards on. That's okay. We're done with that deck. Wait, how are you feeling about this? 5 of Swords in the reverse. You're like, they're not on your radar. That's what I thought. Is this person, oh my gosh, you're not stressed out. Wow. Okay, so you're not stressed out about this. You have the World in the reverse, though. You have the 3 of Cups upright. And, it's weird because you have this inner knowledge that this person was eventually going to come back in, probably just when you were with somebody else. This is so weird. Like, you knew that they had been saving up their final message for right when you're with somebody else, right when you are having some kind of a, happy celebratory, heck, you might be going out on a date with somebody else. You're not blocked from this. You're not defensive over this. But it's like you've known all along this person was still going to show up and say something. And I feel like it's intuitive. Like you've known that this person was coming back in at some point. But what's weird is because it's a 3 of Cups, I feel like it's when you're with somebody else and then this person's going to show up. And why are they saying all of this because they see that you're happy with somebody else? And now they think, okay, now you're ready to hear this because I can see that you're doing great. Or are they saying this because they're pissed that you're happy now without them? What are their feelings towards you? What are their feelings towards you? Star in the reverse. Well, it's actually Star sideways. Wheel of Fortune sideways. 8 of Wands. I'm sorry. Hold on. It's 8 of Wands and Star are sideways. It's Wheel of Fortune that is upright. What are their feelings about you that you're not trying to heal things with them? You're not reaching out to have communication. They don't really know what you would say at this point to them. But that your life is going great and that you've moved on. What do they want with you? Really, authentically, what do they want with you? Because I just feel like this person is trying to come in. I can't shake the fact that it feels mean-spirited somehow. Like, I want to let you know that I didn't really want to be with you. After all this time, when you haven't been around, you're going to show up to tell me, I'm ready to tell you the truth. I just didn't really want to be with you. Now that I'm happy and I'm with somebody else and you know that I'm happy with someone else, you come in to tell me this. That just doesn't jive to me. That doesn't make sense to me. Three of Wands. How do they really feel about you? 3 of Wands. That was a hope for something on down the road in the future. Hanged Man. I feel like this is a front. I feel like this person sees you doing well. They see that you've healed. They feel like you've moved on. So now they're acting like, hey, just wanted to let you know. So sorry. I know I really broke your heart in the past. I know you've really been hurting over me, but I just want to let you know, like, the reason I disappeared is because you weren't really what I wanted. That's just mean. There's no reason for that. There's zero reason for that. And it doesn't look like that's why they're coming in to do this, but it does look like you fully expected this as soon as they knew that you were doing good without them. But really, they're coming in because they're still holding back, but they're still also holding on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Give me one more on that, about their kind of like their feelings and what they, in fact, hold on. Let me say it this way. What do they wish for with you? We have a 3 of coins in the reverse. We have an Emperor in the reverse, and we have a Moon in the upright. I'm telling you, this storyline is coming from somebody who is extremely, they don't want to cooperate with you because they're all bent out of shape, and they're hiding that even from themselves. If somebody comes in to tell you, hey, just wanted to let you know, sorry I hurt you, but I just really didn't think I was that interested. There's no reason to say anything like that no one would ever phrase things that way, because that's just mean. That's just hurtful. But in this storyline, someone is like hiding from themselves the reason they're acting this way. They don't realize. I mean, Emperor in the reverse is a jerk. Emperor in the reverse is somebody where it's like, I wanted you to be wanting me. Now, maybe this person doesn't really want anybody. They personally don't want anyone, but they want others to want them. That's a great dog bark here for the moon, right? Maybe this person always sees themselves as like a wolf out on the prowl. Sorry about the noise. My dog is protecting us all right now from the mailman. So I'm glad that we all feel safe. Baby, come here, my love. Come here, little protector. Yeah, good boy. Come here. Come here. Come here, my darling. Let's give you a victory snack. Come here. My Aries. There you are. Come here, baby. Yeah, that's for you. My good boy. What a good protector you are. Sorry about the interruption here, but job well done, hound of mine. I have dog food all over me. I feel like this person, for whatever reason, they wanted to still maintain some kind of freedom, but they also wanted to be wanted by somebody that was loyal. And the idea that you are now going to be loyal to somebody else, you're really happy you're with somebody new. It's like, how dare you not be loyal to me? You're supposed to want me. Doesn't matter that I'm not showing up. You're supposed to be loyal to me. So now I'm miffed that you're not going to be loyal to me. No, I don't want to connect with you or work with you, but I want to tell you so that it feels like I'm the one who put you off. I'm the one who said no to you. You don't get to get over me. I need to come back in and tell you I didn't want to be with you. This feels very ugly. I don't like this. This is a hard one for me to read because it just feels like a mess. I got to remember those couple cards are on the ground, and my baby, he eats cards sometimes. He hasn't been doing it so much now that he's older, but wow. Wow, we have an Emperor in the upright. We have an Ace of Coins in the upright. I got to say, I think that you've got somebody amazing. And a 9 of Cups in the upright. No wonder this has triggered this person so much. You have this amazing new start with somebody who rocks your world. 9 of Cups, true happiness with someone who is everything that they don't seem to realize they could have been, but are choosing to be the exact opposite of, right? Because we saw them as the Emperor in the reverse. No wonder this is making somebody feel jealous because they wanted you to be still pining for them. Why did they want you to be pining for them? If they weren't ready to be in a connection, if they needed to be a wolf instead of be a loyal partner, if they needed to be, free, uncommitted, but they wanted to think that you were pining for them somewhere. Why did they need that? Why did someone need that? Queen of Wands again, because this person likes the idea that everybody, like they're the unattainable. They're the femme fatale, the one that everybody wants but nobody can get. They're the, like in their mind. Now, the Queen of Wands is not a bad card. It's a wonderful card. But given all the other circumstances here, this person, I asked, why did they want to be like pined after? Because it was a huge ego boost to think that they left people panting for them. I want to know that you are wanting the unattainable me. I feel like this person collects in their mind. Wow, 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. This was a big ego hit for them to realize that they bounced and you met somebody better. This is a really big ego hit for somebody who has been very full of ego. So we've seen them as a Queen of Wands twice in the upright, and we've seen them as the Emperor in the reverse. So talking about their divine masculine and feminine energies, doesn't matter what this person is, but in their divine feminine vibe, which, of course, we all have both of those energies within us. Their divine feminine vibe says, I'm the most attractive, I'm super alluring, whether they could be a strong man, masculine, and still their feminine side of themselves, they think that, there's really nobody quite as attractive as me. I'm very alluring. I'm a great lover. I'm all these things. You should really always be, lucky that I gave you my attention. Then the Emperor in the reverse is like, how dare you not think that I'm the one that I could ever be replaced? There's no one that you should have ever been able to replace me with. Don't you know? Don't you know what I am? They might have said, yes, I'm a wolf, I'm unattainable, but I need your loyalty to show me all the time that somewhere you're out there hurting over me, missing me, because secretly, somewhere in the back of their mind, I always thought maybe way down the road in the future, if they changed their mind, they would still like to have an amazing person on the hook. But this is over. You're done. You've moved on to somebody that is the real Emperor in the upright. Again, guys, gals, doesn't matter. Same-sex couples, doesn't matter. Apply genders however it maps out. So what happens to this person? Because this person's acting like, hey, I want to talk to you. I want to let you know. Sorry, just didn't want to really be with you. But they're coming in to be nasty. What happens with this person? We have the Hierophant in the reverse. This is, the white buffalo woman from the Lakota Nation. And it's supposed to be associated very much because she's a powerful medicine woman. Very connected with, spirit, very connected with healing, very connected with dreams. This person is absolutely not connected. This person is absolutely I feel like the fact that you've moved on somehow was a major ego blow, because I still think that this is a story where you moving on really cut them. It really cut them, which is why they're coming in to say something rude. I felt that vibe from the beginning of the story, which is why I did not like it. I really did not like it, but I don't always like the stories that I see in things. We have a Two of Swords in the reverse. This person, I don't know, I kind of feel like they're going to have to really look at themselves, whether they want to or not. And the Moon, this person feels really alone. They're realizing that they're alone now. Why did they play this game? Why did they think that maybe later, but they didn't want to tell you the truth? That Five of Wands, Lovers in the reverse. This is so unfortunate. This is a story of Beauty and the Beast where true love transforms someone. But this person could have been transformed by love, but they fought it at every turn. They wouldn't allow themselves to be loved. Instead, they thought, you love me, excellent, and I'm going to keep you on that hook, and I'm going to make sure. I like thinking that you're wishing for me. And in the back of my mind, I think about maybe someday later, way later, if I so choose, maybe I'll have you later. Well, you're gone, and this person's alone, and this person is now having to face the fact that they were not chosen. They were not chosen because they fought it at every turn. They made problems. They blocked this, and they would not allow love to transform them enough to choose a person that I don't know that this person wants anybody. I mean, they did, but they wanted everybody to want them while not giving to anybody. And the fact that now you're gone, they want to come in and tell you, I just want you to know I didn't want you. That's craziness in this storyline. So one character who wants to tell another person, a person who they now see is fully healed and moved on from them, that you've been victorious. This is the victorious sun. Leo energy. You've taken charge of your life. You're moving in a new direction. They're not even on your radar. You're not pining over them. You really fully healed. This person comes in right when you are so completely healed, under the guise of, hey, I want to talk to you. And you're like, I knew this day was going to come. I knew it was going to come. And I knew it's because there was always some energetic connection this person still maintained with me, even though we didn't talk. I didn't know what they were necessarily going to come in and say to me. I just knew that someday they would probably show back up. And it would probably be once I've moved on. Somehow I subconsciously knew it, because I know underneath it all, for whatever reason, this person needed me on a hook. It's probably because you knew that this person fought the connection tooth and nail over and over and over. But what happens to this person is they end up alone because of this attitude. They don't have to be alone, but their actions brought them to this place where now they're lonely. There is this element where they're really going to have to look at themselves. First we saw the moon card where it was, a wolf and a dog. And then we see the moon card where, here we go, it's one person. And this is a fairy tale of Princess Kyoto. And, she's not actually from the planet Earth. She's from the moon. But she comes here to have like a human life existence here. This person may feel very much like an outsider at this point, because they pushed away something so much. They resisted what love is supposed to do for us, which is to transform us and make us feel wanted. I'm not sure if there's anything else to keep pursuing in this one, but I feel like I want to do just like one more message, and I don't feel like I want that deck. Actually, I should leave that out because I'll have to shuffle those back in later. Let's get one out of this deck, the Ancestors deck. Well, I asked for one. We didn't just get one. We got, did we get 4? Yeah, 4. Okay, so we've got interact and relate, community, family, and traditions. We have reconnect with Mother Earth, plant, garden, and harvest. We have upskill, work, career, and crossroads. And we have shine brightly, stand out, be proud, and individuality. I feel like all of this is very much for this individual, this person who insisted on pushing away something that they actually, I can't really say that they wanted this. They wanted to be wanted, but the universe or the ancestors is saying, really what this person needs to be able to do is to start to connect. They're not out in the cold, except that they push away people who care about them. If they need to interact and relate, they need to actually, choose to open up, not always choose to be like, everything's a competition. Who's going to like me more? Who's going to care about me more? They need to really soften. Maybe they need to spend some time like getting in touch with Mother Nature to kind of like, I feel like this person lives in a state of, I don't want to say agitation, but like they always see themselves like they're in a movie. Like I'm the lead character who is, always the person that no one can catch. And I always swagger in and then I swagger out. And then everybody is, they think I'm really attractive and really sexy, but to connect with anybody, to let someone be my equal, my partner, oh no, I need to leave people in a state of wanting. It's like somebody who craves the limelight, even in an interpersonal relationship. And the only remedy for that is to really stop craving limelight and start really making connections, start focusing on the skills that they possess. So it's not a false sense of like, I'm better than you, you're going to want me, I'm going to be gone, always be unattainable. This is like, no, there's some real life skills, maybe, because this is the tree of life. There were some life skills that this person missed out on, things that really make us feel abundant, a sense of interwovenness and connectedness, a sense of growth with people we care about, a sense of, I want to say a lot of this has to do with our sense of health also. And especially work, career, and crossroads. If this person has been defining themselves based off of, I don't know, maybe they work in a flashy career, maybe they're high power, maybe they think that is, see, obviously I'm an amazing catch because look at what I do for a living, look at the uniform I wear, look at the, whatever it is, whatever insignia that, like, not everybody gets to do what they do. So clearly they're the best and they leave everybody wishing that they could be them. That vibe has to go away. Now, this could be as much the messages from the ancestors for the other person as well. the person I've been referring to as you, the person who is actually really happy. Maybe you're really happy because you have found community. You have found a person that you're deeply connected with. You're more at peace on this earth than you've ever been. You are continuously learning and growing. This experience was learning and growing. And at this point, to shine brightly, that's what we get when we achieve these other things. When we feel connected, when we feel connected to others, to the earth, to our, biology, then we display, what our mind can conceive of, and we do, put our time and energy into careers and work that we really say, hey, this is what I do because this is a part of who I am. This is my chance to show what is in my mind. I can bring this into the 3D world. This is somebody who actually really loves whatever their career is, because it's like, that you can keep progressing and changing your career. If you learn new skills, that's just one more phase of your growth. And then you're going to get to work in some other industries, and you just keep feeling like, wow, I keep progressing in life. I keep doing more. I keep, again, shining brightly. This is such a wonderful, to stand out, to be proud, and that individuality. If it's a message for the first person didn't need to be unattainable to feel special. They were actually already special, but they were the last to realize it. This is the ancestors saying, oh, child, you, earth child, you must realize through really connecting with yourself and your community that you already stand out. You don't need to be competitive. You don't need to be that femme fatale, that, James Bond character. You don't need to keep yourself aloof and away from everyone to stand out and shine brightly. You already are special. I wish that you would feel that way. The ancestors are telling that to this person, and then to you, they may be saying, like, doesn't it feel great to really shine? Like all the different things that you've done in your life, all the journeys you've taken, look at how brightly you shine now. It does not feel like really something to celebrate. So very different and very positive energy to end on. But it's quite a journey for whomever we were talking about so much in this storyline, who shows up just to say something that I feel like was not in a very polite manner. And it could be confusing as to why would somebody come in just to basically, like, turn the screw. Why would they do that? But you know what? In this storyline, it's like, I always knew that they were going to come back in to do that. I knew that was something that this person, they were going to wait until I was happy and somewhere else. And because secretly I know that this person is like jealous or competitive, or they want to think that they can come in and get the last word, the word of like, just remember, I'm the one who left you. I mean, that's just crazy. We didn't do that. Like, nobody does that. Hey, I just want you to know it's over because I didn't want you. That if we don't want somebody, we definitely don't bother to come back in to tell them. That's like somebody announcing, everyone, I'll be leaving this party because I want to leave the party, not because you guys aren't talking to me because I'm not being very fun, but because I feel like leaving and walking away. Like, you just don't need to come in and do that, right? So there's somebody here who's like really they need to flex to show that, like, I'm leaving because I feel like it. But it's exact reverse on this one. This is somebody who really needed to be, this is how they feel more valuable, because that's the thing that this character is struggling with, is knowing that they actually are valuable. They didn't need to act like that. They didn't need to be aloof. They didn't need to be a competitor, and they didn't need to be the unattainable femme fatale or James Bond character. They are someone who has every bit as much worth and value on this planet as anybody else. It just seems like they're the last to know that about themselves. So it's quite a journey for this person. Anyway, I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. I apologize that this is a tough read, but I don't get to pick the cards. It's what comes out is what I read. I know we've had some difficult ones lately in these general reads, but then we've had some beautiful, like, other reads that are like, it's crazy how there's a lot of like changing storylines is what I feel like we're seeing two halves, two different worlds, and how two different worlds can be shaped so differently based off of our, perspective and our mindset and everything. So anyway, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you guys again for being here. Lots of love. Bye.